Don't just live for tomorrow, or just live in yesterday. Just be glad for all you have that's in today. And though you've come through many obstacles.
Hey everyone, Connie here, and welcome to my blind reaction to 4 theme song takeovers. So I've never seen these. There's apparently a good number of them, and I had heard of them before, and I thought they were like actually a thing like on the show. Like, okay, there will be an episode of the show where it changes over and the theme song's different or something. But I apparently found out today that no, they were just like uploaded to YouTube and stuff. They're just these YouTube shorts that are just different versions of the same theme songs, I guess sung by supporting cast members, supporting characters. Probably from their perspective and everything. I haven't, like I said, I haven't seen these. I haven't seen anyone talk about these, so I don't know anything about what they're about. But I really started, like, trying to find out what these were, I guess, about in, well, just today, actually, because I saw on my recommended feed, one for the Ghost and Milo McGee that just came up with Andrea Davenport. So it got me interested, and it's like I heard there were ones for Amphibia, so I checked it out, and yeah, apparently there are 3 of them. There's an 8-bit one, which not interested in, and then there's ones for Sasha and Marcy. I haven't met Marcy yet, so that's going to have to come sometime in the near future, whenever I finish season 2. But apparently I can do the Sasha one, because that one was released after season 1 came out. And I should be able to do these other ones too. So to go over all of the ones that we are reacting to today, we are going to be starting with Glomgold from Disney's DuckTales. I doubt there's going to be any spoilers from past where I've gotten with that, with Glomgold, because it's like I know his character well enough at this point. I think it's just going to go with the basics probably. Plus, based on when I think I saw this came out, I think it's like maybe right time where it's like, oh, maybe only 1 season was out, maybe 2, I don't know. But I should hopefully be fine. The second one we'll be doing is Dr. Doofenshmirtz for the Milo Murphy's Law series, since, you know, it's in the same universe as Phineas and Ferb and all. I'm probably not going to continue that series. While it wasn't bad, I just don't think it's reaction worthy personally. So I'm probably not going to continue reacting to that at any point, so I don't really mind seeing this. Plus, I already know about the crossover and everything, so that's not a big deal. But then we'll be getting into the 2 big ones. Sasha for Amphibia. As I mentioned before, Sasha's my favorite character in Amphibia so far, so yeah, definitely excited for that one, to see her take on the opening. And, of course, the new one, Andrea Davenport for Ghost of Milo McGee. The series just came back, too. I believe just this past weekend. Either that or it's coming... No, it would have been this weekend. Yeah. I say this past weekend, but it's still technically the weekend. It's the end of the weekend, but still. But yeah, it came out during this weekend, I believe. New episode started. I'm going to get to it as soon as possible. I am really excited to get to more Ghost and Milo McGee. I've got a few ideas floating around my head on when to place it. Basically, I'm just... honestly, at this point, I'm just determining if I want to wait or not. Because it's either I'm going to wait and do it after I finish Spy Family. Because that's the next one that's probably going to finish, that I don't already have something, like, pre-recorded for what's coming next. You know what I mean? Or I'm going to put it in a slot, and we're going to have 3 days of the week that are going to have 2 things on it. Which, I mean, for a thing that's like weekly, I won't have to worry about as much, I guess. And it's like, okay, one more thing a week won't really kill me. I would maybe rather not, but we'll see how it goes. I still haven't decided, but if I really feel like I really want to and just can't wait, because I don't think there's anything I really want to put on hold or anything right now. I don't know. We'll see. I'll think about it. And probably by around this time next week, I'll have made a video with my determination. Because again, I want to get back to that as soon as possible. But yeah, we're going to be getting to all 4 of these theme song takeovers. But due to the fact that they are, you know, music forward, I definitely have to redirect these. It's something I really can't avoid with these being so music heavy, because it's the theme songs. So I definitely have to redirect these, even though they're going to be short. It's just the best move. But hopefully, it keeps the channel safe, you know? It's just, I think, the best option. I put something on the channel recently that wasn't... Oh, yeah, it was my reaction to the Pokemon trailer. I put that up recently that wasn't redirected, and I was banking basically on the fact that, okay, everyone always reacts to these trailers. Every time. And I've never heard of anyone getting any problems in that regard, with Pokemon trailers specifically. And I basically put it up there that if any troubles start to surface, that video is going bye-bye. But hopefully that doesn't end up being the case. Either way, we are going to we're going to get to this and hope for the best. I'm excited to see what these are about. And, well, I kind of get what they're about, but to actually, like, really see them, you know? Especially the Sasha and Andrea ones. So we're going to go right into it. And I'm recording out here instead of my room just because it's easier at this point. And I just want to. I just want the comfort. So, when the screen fades to black, pause this redirect and go to the description below. Follow link to the reaction, and after you watch it, come back here to the redirect and resume play. Because after it fades to black and then fades back in, everything from that point forward will be my afterthoughts and will contain spoilers to the shorts, I guess you could call them. So that being said, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you at the reaction. And we're back, and we'll begin with spoilers in 3, 2, 1, now. Not that there's really too much to talk about in regards to spoilers, considering they're just 4 fun little shorts with the characters just singing about themselves in the theme songs. These were fun. These were an absolute blast. All of them were great. I would say my favorite is actually Sasha's. Andrea's is a close second, though. If I had to say a least favorite, probably, funny enough, Doofenshmirtz. I love Doofenshmirtz. He was definitely one of my favorite characters from, I guess, that universe of media. But considering, like, half of the time he wasn't even singing because he was just, like, reacting to everything, like, hurting him and everything, it's like, it just kind of lost its charm when it's just him, like, getting beat up the entire time. And it's like, yes, he's still funny and everything, but he's not singing the song anymore. And it's just, Like, even with the Glongold one, it's like he's running out of budget during it, and it's like kind of like wavering between different levels of budgets and everything during the entire thing. That was funny, and it really worked it well into the character, as well as the just the comedy of how to work that kind of, I guess you could say, messing up on the theme song. But he kept it going, and he kept working it in a way that, well, worked, that made sense, and that connected Doofenshmirtz, it's just like he just kind of dropped it in the end and just stopped singing. And it's just like, who shot arrows at me? Who does that? And it's like, again, there's some comedy there, but it's not as good, in my opinion. It's not bad, and I would honestly say even the Glomgold one just didn't reach the same kind of levels as Sasha and Andrea's did, and that may be because I'm just not as into Glomgold as a character. Like, out of all the characters in DuckTales, he's nowhere near my favorite. In fact, I'd say he's actually one of the weaker ones for me. While comparatively, Andrea and Sasha are both really high up there for me in their respective shows. Sasha being my favorite in Amphibia, and Andrea being my second favorite in Ghost and Milo McGee. So that probably did have a part to play in it. But again, to be fair, Doofenshmirtz, one of my favorite characters in Milo Murphy's and Phineas and Ferb and all of that, his was my least favorite, so I don't know. But Andrea is like, it definitely fit her character, having it be like literally, well, I mean, all of them were all about each of the character takeovers. That was the point. But like, it really fit into Andrea's personality and ego in the way it was done and everything. But also, you had her during the song shilling Davenport's as well, and it was really funny, really just fantastic. And Sasha, of course, just telling kind of her story on what happened after she came to Amphibia, met the Toads and everything. And also just being kind of the queen she is and everything with the lyrics and everything. The dope armor was probably my favorite part of it. It's like, because that's some dope ass armor for sure. But yeah, it was pretty good. And yeah, obviously there's the Marcy one, which I can't watch yet, but I guess that one came out after season 2, so I'll be able to watch it then. And then there's some other ones, like I think there's a Launchpad one, but the only video I saw was like an hour-long loop, so I don't know if I just didn't find the right video or something else. I looked at the playlist on the official YouTube channel, and it's like, it just showed an hour-long loop, and it's like, I'm not watching that. The title also said, like, no surprises in it, so it's like, oh, there's definitely something somewhere in this video. But I'm not playing that for an hour. I'm not. And then there was some other stuff too, but it's like, I felt like these 4 were the ones I wanted to get to out of them. And then there's like one show on there, at least, that I haven't seen, Big City Greens. I haven't seen that, so I can't say on that. And I don't really think it would make that much of a difference to me if I did watch that, because I've never even heard the theme as it's supposed to be. So, yeah. But yeah. This was fun, and just a fun little extra reaction. Like I said in the pre-thoughts, I'm going to figure out within the next week, hopefully in the early part of this next week, what I'm going to do to bring Ghost and Molly McGee back, because I really don't want to wait too long on getting to that. I really adore that show a lot, and I really, really wish that they hadn't put it on hiatus after, like, what, 3 weeks of being back? Maybe 3? They put it on hiatus again just because Owl House came back. It's like, you can't have both running at the same time? Really? And you know that was the reason, because the instant Owl House finishes, it's like, oh, by the way, Ghost of Molly McGee's coming back. It's like, really? You couldn't have had both of those running at the same time. I had been excited to react to them both at the same time. But no, you had to put that on hold after only being back for 3 fucking weeks. Making us wait months. Ugh. I'm always going to be irritated about that. I'm sorry. It was a dumb decision. There were so many slots they could have easily fit that into. They could have easily figured something out. It's not even a question. there was no reason to do it. It was just absolutely stupid. It's like they only think they can have one high-quality show on at a time. Or something, I don't know. But didn't they have Amphibia going at the same time as Owl House Season 2? I know Amphibia ended, like, weeks earlier and everything than Season 2 did, but still. I think they were still kind of running concurrently. They could have done, still done, Ghost and Molly McGee as well. But yeah, I'll probably make a video when I decide that for sure. Hopefully I'll have it figured out by Wednesday, but definitely within the next week for sure. I'm not going to promise anything, but that's my hopes. So tell me in the comments below, what did you think of these theme song takeovers? Which is your favorite? And for now, I'm Connie and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.